Morning YouTubers, it's Rockabilly Aussie Steve here with lesson 10 and introducing the star of the day, Shazza from Down Under.
Hi everyone, so today I don't have Susie or Lynette here, but I do have Konrad, one of my students. He's going to do the males part today, so it'll be the first time for the revision that you actually get to see me do the female part. Konrad, if you'd like to come and join us today, welcome. So we're going to start today with our right hand to the girl's right hand. Gentlemen, don't forget this is revision, so we're going over it, but it might not be in the same order as 1 to 10. We want to be able to join all these moves together and make sure that you don't hurt our arms before you start doing the next lot of moves behind the back. So these will be all the leads at the front that you get. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. We want to lead the lady for an Aussie spin from Aussie Steve's Garage and catch with the other hand. Now you want to do the same thing with the other hand. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. We lead and catch with the right hand. 1 and 2, underarm turn and return. Return your lady by keeping the hand above her head as you turn. Now you'll find that you have a funny khaki hand catch. You do not want to keep dancing with that. You might twist the lady's hand and hurt her. You might also hurt your own. So you lead her across like an Aussie spin and you turn the lady to the right, catching with your left hand. Now we want to lead exactly the same thing as an underarm turn. Lead the lady up, straight above her head, return the lady after you do the beat, and return. Now with the right hand, we're going to do a figure 8. Week 3, we were learning the man to turn as well. So he's going to catch with his right arm and 3 turns. So far we've done 1 turn, 2 turns, now we're about to do 3 turns. We turn the lady to her right. On the return, when the lady's left shoulder is facing the gentleman, so it's only about 3/4 of the way, the man will then take his hand above his own head, which therefore means that he's going to turn to his right. By extending the elbow back over the lady's head, that tells her she can finish her turn to the right, and it can be done exactly the same with the other hand, with the left hand. So we lead the lady above the head, we turn the lady back, and we return when her left shoulder is facing the gentleman. He then takes it over his own head and extends that elbow nice and tight so that it's above the lady's head, and she can then finish her turn. That same move can be done with crossed hands. So we're going to do a figure 8 with crossed hands over the neck. So the lady will spin off and the gentleman catches with the right hand, offers the left hand underneath. We then lead the lady up above the head, turn her to the right and beat. When the lady returns to the left, we want to go over the gentleman's head and then over the lady's neck to the left. Now we're going to turn around to face the camera for you, remembering that you are here. So you can roll the lady out by bringing her in and letting go of her left hand. She can then roll out and she could come back in. You could take your left hand up and over her head and she would then be doing an underarm turn, and we might put in a both partner spin because that week you were learning to both turn. So the gentlemen are going to turn to his left shoulder and the ladies to her right shoulder, catching with the left hand. We want to do Rockabilly rocks. I think it goes quite well here. So offering the hand to the lady, you lead the lady above the head for Spanish arms. As you take your right hand, ladies, down, the gentleman will then lead you underneath his elbow. And gentlemen, don't forget you're facing the opposite way to the ladies as you're rocking. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. We can then do that on the other side. So you're taking the right lady's the right arm comes down, the left arm goes up, and you take the arm underneath the elbow and face the opposite way to the lady. And rock, and 2, and 1, and 2. Don't forget to face the other way. As you take your hand out, don't get it caught underneath. If you get it caught underneath, she can't go anywhere. This is her lead out, above her head, and to keep rocking. If you do that there, we should then be able to get into a cuddle. So you're going